guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a super fun video to share with you. Today is another Empties video and I have again so many products in here. Every single time I film these, I always tell you guys I need to do them more often, and I just don't have the time with my filming schedule and the types of videos I want to get up. I just don't always have time to film these. But I love filming these videos because it's such a sense of accomplishment using up products. I love when I feel like I'm getting my money's worth, and I don't know, I just really like knowing that I'm actually using products in my collection. And this month I have a lot of products that were actually kind of difficult things to get through. So, you know, usually like I'll have a lot of hair care and skincare because those you kind of go through pretty quickly, but there is some makeup in here too. So let's jump right in. Let's get some of the skincare out of the way. The first thing I have in here is my Dr. Teal's Epsom salt. This is the lavender one. It's supposed to help soothe and help you sleep. So I love taking Epsom salt baths. It's a really good way to detox your body, and it's super relaxing as well. So I usually will take usually 1 to 2 times a week, just to soothe and relax your body, and as well as the detoxing benefits as well. So I love it. This one is my personal favorite. I love the scent of lavender, but it's not like too overwhelming. So it's just a really, really nice Epsom salt. Also have a lotion in here. You guys, I'm so happy this is finally gone. This took me forever to get through. This is one of those lotions that I've just had sitting around forever, and even though I used it here and there, it was like, ugh, it just would never end. So I finally set it next to my bed, and then I would use it at night on my legs and feet and hands, and I finally got through it that way. But it's a very like watery consistency, like really, really thin for a lotion. So it just, even though it's not, I mean, it's a pretty good sized container, but it took me forever to go through it because you need such a small amount of the product because it's super liquidy. But I don't know, I wasn't really a fan of it. I probably will not purchase it again. It did okay, but it wasn't one of my favorite lotions. I also have a couple of Lush products in here. The first one is this volcano mask. So this is actually a like a foot mask, but it's kind of like a clay mask, I think. I think it's clay in here. It says it's an ice cool foot mask for when you can't go a step further. I don't know, it felt like kind of like a clay mask that you would apply to your face, but you put it on your feet and you're supposed to apply it all over the whole foot. So the bottom of the foot, the toes, like between your toes, and the top of your foot as well. And what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to help exfoliate the dead skin, but it's also very like soothing. Like it actually like tingles quite a lot. I don't know, it felt really good. But after you apply it, you're supposed to actually wrap your foot in plastic wrap to prevent it from drying out too quickly, and then you leave it on for 10 minutes and then rinse it off. So and when you rinse it off, you're supposed to massage it into your foot before you rinse it off. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really relaxing. The only thing is it's kind of messy, so it's not something that I found myself wanting to use that often because it's kind of a lot of work for a foot mask, but I did enjoy it. It is a good product. And then the next Lush product that I have in here, this is the Ocean Salt Face and Body Scrub. So this one, I can't remember, I think it was like $25 or $30. I got it in Canada though, so that was Canadian money. But anyway, it was a little bit pricey for the size that you get, and I really just didn't feel like it was anything special. I've used a lot of different body scrubs before, and it really was just kind of like a middle of the road product for me. I didn't feel like it stood out in any way. The only thing that I do like the idea of is the fact that this is all natural handmade products, so there's no chemicals or anything in there that are going to be you know, toxic to your system. So I did like the idea of that, but I feel like you can find a similar product for a lot less, so I probably won't purchase this one again either. Okay, so I'm going to talk about these as a group again. I have a ton of sheet masks. These are single-use masks. I love these. I'm totally addicted to them, so I do have a lot in here to go through. So let me start with the Karuna ones because I have the most of those in here. Alright, so it looks like I used 5 different Karuna masks over the last couple months. This one here is the clarifying face mask. Actually, it looks like I have 2 of that guy. So I have 2 of the clarifying masks. I really like this one. This is one of my top 2 favorite masks. I love it. It is so good. It just really you can see the difference in your skin the next morning. So again, it's a one-time use mask. You leave it on for what, about 20 minutes, I think. Yeah, 10 to 20 minutes, and I always leave it for the full 20. And then after you remove the mask, you rub the serum that's left on your skin into your skin, and you can just feel the difference. Like, my skin just felt softer, it looked fresher and brighter and clearer and overall more even. I just love these Karuna masks. I feel like the ingredients on these are really good, and I like the sheet, the paper mask of, I like the way that these ones fit on my face a lot better than some of the other ones that I tried. They just fit better and stay on better. Some of the other ones I'll show you in a second just don't fit as well, so that's another reason I really like the Karuna ones. And then it looks like I had two also of the antioxidant face mask. This one was pretty good as well. Not my top favorite, but it is a really good one. So yeah, I definitely recommend any of the Karuna masks, depending on what your main skin concerns are. I feel like I really liked the other one because of my skin concerns, but this one is really good as well. And then I really like the brightening one too. That one is really good. And then this one here is the age defying mask. I really liked this one as well. This one was really good. This one they say is for aging and sensitive skin. I felt like this one was just super hydrating, and it just felt really nice to have it on. So I do recommend that as well. Okay, I have a couple Sephora masks in here. So the first one, I've talked about this one several times before in Empties and just in other videos. I really like this one. This is the Sephora pomegranate mask. This one is supposed to be for anti-fatigue and energizing. It definitely is very refreshing and very energizing. I don't feel like I see the same benefits in my skin after using these, but they're definitely relaxing. So it's definitely a nice treatment to use to just kind of give you a little pick-me-up and just to relax you before bedtime. But don't expect the same type of results from the Sephora ones that you're gonna see from the Karuna ones. I feel like the Karuna ones are really doing something for my skin, whereas the Sephora ones are more just like about invigorating and refreshing your soul. So the next one that I have, the other Sephora collection one, this is the Pearl Mask. It's the Perfecting and Brightening. So this one I don't like as much. I probably won't purchase it again, but I do have a couple that I purchased when I bought this one that I'm gonna use, so I will use them, but they're not my favorite. I don't like the scent of this. The scent of this one, and there was one other one from Sephora that I didn't like the scent of. I can't remember off the top of my head now. I know I mentioned it in another Empties video, but it just smelled weird, and it makes it not as enjoyable if you're having like that weird odor as you're using it, because it's on your face for 20 minutes, so you're gonna smell it quite a bit. And yeah, this one I would pass on next time. I just don't like the smell. Okay, and then the last one-time use mask that I have in here is from Boscia. This is the by the way, I think this is what got everything all greasy. Everything's covered in a film, if you can see that. I think it's from this. This is the Tabuki Oil Deep Hydration Hydrogel Mask. I can't remember if I'm saying that right, but anyways, this one is supposed to be for hydrating. It's like a jelly kind of mask, so it's a little bit different than the other ones. The other ones are more of a serum and very, like, what they leave behind on your face is more liquidy. This one leaves kind of a sticky, kind of gooey residue behind, so for that reason, I'm not a fan of these as much. I like the lightweight feeling of the serum-based paper masks a lot better than these jelly masks that have they leave like a gel behind. So I don't like these ones as much for that reason, but it was still nice and relaxing. One other thing I want to mention about this mask, it comes in a two-piece. So you have one piece that goes over the top portion of your face and one that goes like around this bottom half of your face. And I don't like that as much. And also because it's almost like, it almost feels like gelatin. The actual mask itself that sits on your face is almost like that kind of like jelly gelatin feeling. So if it gets folded over at all, it sticks to itself and it's almost impossible to peel it apart without ripping it. So when I used that one, I ended up with all these rips all over it, and it was kind of a pain in the butt to get it on my face. So again, that's another reason I just prefer the paper masks, but totally personal preference. All right, I do have some more skincare products in here. This is from the Sephora collection. This is their waterproof eye makeup remover. I really did enjoy this. It was one of my favorite eye makeup removers. The only thing is I found something I like better, which is the Garnier Micellar Water. I just like it better because it doesn't at all irritate my eyes, where this one doesn't irritate my eyes, but it would leave kind of a cloudiness behind, especially if I accidentally put too much on my cotton round. So for that reason, I'm not as much of a fan of this, although I still think it's a great product. I just found something that's a little bit better. So I probably won't purchase this one again. Next up, I have a face mask. This is obviously completely full still. So this is from Peter Thomas Roth. This is the Cucumber Gel Mask. I really love Peter Thomas Roth products, and I've never really had one that I didn't enjoy until I tried this. This was a part of the birthday gift for last year, and I tried it and it literally burned my skin. Like, it was burning so bad. I had to wash it off like less than a minute after applying it. I tried to kind of keep it on and I was like, this really hurts. So something in here irritated my skin. I really don't know what it was. I know a lot of people love this mask, so I'm not saying that you shouldn't try it, but for some reason it just didn't work with my skin. So I was really bummed about that. I am actually gonna gift this to a friend because it's still a really great mask. It just didn't work with my particular skin. So another skincare item that I have in here, this is from Avon. This is the Avon Anew Power Serum. So this I actually got from Octoly. I did like a quick first impressions on it for you guys in my Octoly video, which I'll link above. I hadn't really tried it much when I did that first impressions, but obviously I've used the whole thing now. So I didn't feel like the serum was that great. It was, again, one of those middle of the road products. It definitely was hydrating. I didn't see any additional benefits other than the hydration to my skin. And I went through this fairly quickly for a serum. Even though it's a pretty good size, I thought it would last me longer, but I kind of flew through it. And I was using it only in the AM, not AM and PM, just AM. And yeah, it didn't last very long. I think it took me like 3 weeks to go through this. It's been in this Empties bin for some time now. So yeah, I definitely would not repurchase that one. Another serum, this is actually a baby size serum. This we got in gratis. This is from Algenist. It's the Ultimate Anti-Aging Vitamin C Serum. So I actually got this as a point perk just recently and I'm using it currently. I forgot that I had already used a mini size up and it's been sitting in this Empties bin. Again, this was such a small size, it was hard to really see any difference from this little size, but I actually like the texture of this serum. It's a little bit thicker, it's not quite as watery as a lot of serums, so it's really nice. It's easier to kind of apply it to your skin and get it everywhere. A lot of serums, like I feel like I'll start like on my cheeks and then my cheeks absorb everything and I don't get enough for the rest of my face. With this one you have time because it's a little thicker to really even it out all over your face before it absorbs, which I kind of appreciate that. So I actually really do like it, and again, as I mentioned, I'm still using another one of this size that I got as a point perk. So I do have also this eye cream from Pure Lisse. This actually came in a BoxyCharm. It is the Blue Lotus 4-in-1 Eye Adore Serum. So it's actually a serum eye cream. I believe this was a pretty pricey little guy. As I mentioned, I got it in a BoxyCharm, so I didn't pay for this item, but I remember thinking, wow, that was really expensive when I saw the little, card that tells you how much it is. So because this is like a serum based eye cream, it is very liquidy and it absorbs extremely fast into the skin. So I was using this 360 under my eye, on the corners, and on my lid. I don't know what to say about this one. It felt very different, the texture. I'm used to eye creams being super creamy, eye products I should say, but this one, because it's a serum based product, is not. It just absorbs super fast, which is kind of nice for when you're applying makeup. It doesn't disturb your makeup. So I was using this in the morning only, in the AMs, so that it would absorb really nice and quickly, and then I could apply my concealer and everything over the top. So I really actually did enjoy this, but I don't think I'll repurchase it just because of the price point. Next up, another skincare mini size. This is from Boscia. This is their Saki Treatment Water. So I honestly, I kind of feel like this might be a softener. I'm not 100% sure what the idea behind this product is because it's a treatment water. I used it as a serum. So I was using it prior to moisturizing my skin in the mornings after I cleansed. So I'd cleanse my skin, use this, and then moisturize after. I I wasn't a fan of this. Again, I felt like I didn't really understand what the point of this is. I'm wondering if I kind of feel like it might have been a softener, which the idea behind a softener is that you use it before you use your serum. So you would use this and then a serum and then a hydrator, if that's what this is, and I think it is. What the softener is supposed to do is just prepare your skin for receiving the hydration so that it's more supple and ready for the hydration so it can, your other products can absorb better. So it actually is like to aid your other products that you're using. So I don't know, I just felt like it was an unnecessary product, so I won't buy a full size of it, but I did go through it. I do have one fragrance to talk about. This is the Victoria's Secret Victoria Fresh Body Mist, and this came in like a little gift set with a few other miniature sizes. I really like this scent. It's really nice and like kind of a fresh florally scent. So I was using this as a room spray, just like I've started doing with all my body sprays. I feel like they do not last on the skin more than a few seconds, but for some reason when you spray them in the air, they tend to linger a little longer. So that is what I've been using these for. I'm honestly just trying to use up all of the body sprays that I have, and I'm not gonna be purchasing them anymore just because I don't feel like they do a good job, as I mentioned. But the scent on this is nice. Oh, another one of those, same thing, another fragrance mist. This one is Love Spell from Victoria's Secret. This was like half gone when I started using it recently because like a year ago I was obsessed with this and I was using it all the time, but I don't know, I don't like it as much as I used to. I just kind of forced myself to use it up because it was getting old, and that might be why I don't like it as much. It might have just started to smell kind of off, but anyways, I finally used it up so I can get rid of that. I have some hair products to talk about real quick. This one is from Clairol. This is the Hair Food Sulfate Free Dry Shampoo. I mentioned this in a favorites video some time ago when I first discovered it. I love this. It took me a long time to go through it just because it is so strong. Like 1 or 2 sprays at the most will take care of your needs. You don't need too much of this because it is so strong, as I mentioned. If you use too much, it is really going to make your hair stiff, and like it gives you crazy amount of volume. And the first time I used it, I wasn't really sure about the formulation. Based on other dry shampoos that I use, I thought I would need like 6-7 sprays because that's usually what it takes me, spraying it all over to get the volume built up, and my hair was like standing straight up. I was like, oh my gosh, volume for days. This just does an amazing job. If you have super fine hair like I do and you're looking for something to add some volume, I wouldn't even use this as a dry shampoo. I used this as like a texturizing spray because it adds crazy amount of volume. So another hair product, this is from Matrix. This is the Matrix Biolage Color Last Shine Shake. I really didn't know what to use this for. At first I was just adding it as like a last step, hoping it would add some shine to my hair. I didn't really see much of a difference using it that way. So I started using it as a detangling spray for my daughter's hair, and it worked great for that. So that's how I used it up. It actually worked really good for detangling, so yeah. And the last hair product I have in here, this is from Desange Paris. I don't think I said that right, but it's the California Blonde CC Brass Color Correcting Cream. So basically it is like a sort of like a purple shampoo, but it's more of a treatment than a shampoo. So I would shampoo and then put this in my hair and then leave it in for like, what, 10 minutes? It suggests that you like wring all of the excess water out of your hair before applying this so that you can get a better application. So it's basically like a toner. So I was using this like once a month because it did a really good job of toning my hair, but I really did like it a lot. I probably would repurchase this if I saw it in the store again. I think I found it at Target. I found one more skincare item in here. It was hiding at the bottom. So this is from Skin Inc. This is the French Pine Bark Serum. This thing was so tiny that it was honestly so hard to even try it, but there's still some product in here. I just cannot get it out for the life of me, and I tried turning it upside down. I don't know. I wasn't a fan of this at all. Like, I feel like these guys are so expensive for what they are. You kind of expect a miracle from these, and I don't know. I wasn't a fan. I probably got only like 3 uses out of it though, so to be honest, you probably do need to try the product more than that to really know, but this was actually like a, you had to like enter a code at checkout to get this for free, so I kind of was disappointed with how tiny it was. All right, on to the good stuff. I have a whole bunch of makeup in here to share with you guys, so this is super exciting. Look at all these mascaras, you guys. This is so many mascaras. So I'm gonna start with these. The first one that I have in here was from Paula's Choice. This is the Fantastic Lash Mascara. This was sent to me by one of my friends, Melanie, here on YouTube. Her channel name is Mr. Kong's Mom. She is so sweet. So anyway, she sent me this, and I actually really like it. It's a really good kind of all-in-one mascara. So it volumizes, but it also lengthens and defines. So I really enjoyed it a lot. Next up, I have this tinted primer from Benefit. This was in my Project 10 pan. All of those products are in here in case you haven't been following the series. So this is their Real Tinted Primer. I really didn't like this. I don't like it at all. I feel like it did nothing for my lashes other than give them a little bit of color, and it is a brown tint. So I don't know, it was worthless to me. I will not repurchase that, and I do not recommend it. I did do a review on it as well. I'll link that above. Next up, I have a Maybelline Colossus Mascara. This was pretty good. This is one of my favorite drugstore mascaras. I love all the Maybelline mascaras for drugstore. I love the wand on this. It's a nice, thick brush wand. I really like it a lot. It did a pretty good job. It just got dried out on me. Also from Maybelline, this is the Makeup Plush. So this is actually pretty full still, but I didn't realize I accidentally bought a purple mascara. And I know I'm never gonna use it. I think I used it twice, but no. So I'm just gonna get rid of that. And then I have this little baby size NARS Audacious Mascara. This was part of my project as well, and I did use that guy up as well. I'm not a fan of this. I really don't like the brush. It's very stiff. It's, hold on, rubberized wand, and it's very pokey, so I felt like it was poking me all the time, and it's just, I didn't like it. I'm not gonna buy that one again. All right, I have a couple liners to talk about. 3 liners. I have 3 liners to talk about. The first one is the LA Colors eyeliner. This I got from the Dollar Tree. I've already repurchased it. It is one of my favorite liquid liners. You get this super, super fine little tip on here. It makes it so nice for applying a super thin line. Mine started to get chunky, so I had to throw it out, but I really do love these. The one that I absolutely love is this Physicians Formula Eye Booster in Ultra Black. All-time favorite. This probably is my top favorite eyeliner, and I have repurchased this one already as well. So this one actually just started to get frayed, so I had to buy a new one. That's never really happened to me before, but I think what happened is I put my cap on weird and snagged some of the bristles, so you just have to be careful when you apply your cap, but I did already repurchase this one as well because I love it. And then the last eyeliner, this one is from Milani. This is the Milani Eye Tech eyeliner. This one is a felt tip liner. This I hated. I felt like from the beginning it wasn't that pigmented. It was one of those liners where it kind of skipped and it wouldn't be an even application of product. So you'd have to kind of go over it a couple times to build up the pigmentation. But then as you went over it, it would kind of take off sections. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? So I don't know. I just was not a fan of this. It was really difficult to work with. I find that I would have to touch it up with another liner, and the only reason I went through all that trouble with it was just because it was a use it or lose it and part of my Project 10 pan, so I kind of wanted to get through it. Otherwise I would have probably thrown it away right in the beginning because I hated it. Do not get this one. It's really no good. I do have another or a brow product to speak of as well. This is the Smashbox Brow Tech Matte Pencil Liner. This one's okay. There was a couple things that bothered me about this. I didn't like, I don't like the fact that you can't roll it up and down, because sometimes, you know, you roll it up a little too much and you're like, oh, I don't quite want that much product, and you want to roll it back down. You can't do that with this. Once it clicks up, it is stuck up. So that is difficult. And then to make that worse, if it breaks really easily. So even with light pressure, I'd find that I was constantly breaking the tip off and having to re-roll it. Even though I wasn't rolling it up like a crazy amount or anything, I'd have just the smallest amount of product showing, and sometimes it would still break. So I didn't like this. I like the Brow Wiz a lot better. Even though it's like a similar idea, I don't think that this product works as well. I have a couple brushes that I'm throwing away, so I just wanted to mention those to you guys. These two were from my Wish haul, and I am keeping most of the set, but these two brushes were just really not good quality and honestly nothing that I would ever use anyways, just the shapes of them. So I'm gonna get rid of those. I'm also finally getting rid of this fake MAC brush that I got like 10 years ago off of eBay, and I liked it for a long time, but I really just don't use it anymore, and it's yeah, so I'm finally getting rid of that. Also going to be getting rid of this nail polish. This is the Sally Hansen Complete Salon Manicure. This is part of my use it or lose it. The last time I used this, it was just really getting chunky and kind of old, so I'm gonna go ahead and call that guy done. All of the last of these items were from my use it or lose it, and some of these were in my Project 10 pan as well. Actually, most of them. So the first one was this Dr. Brandt Pores No More Mini. I love this primer. I'm definitely gonna buy it again in the future. I've purchased it many times and gone through it so quickly, but I love it. It's a great pore filling primer. It keeps your makeup on. It does a great job. I also have this little Smashbox Photo Op Under Eye Brightener. I don't like this. I feel like it did nothing for me, so I definitely will not purchase that again. I also have this Bare Minerals 5-in-1 BB in the shade Barely Nude. I used this as a lid primer and it worked great. It has a nice moussey consistency, but it blends out fabulously. I really loved this and I went through it super fast. I also have my Too Faced powder in here. This is the Amazing Face powder. I went through this pretty quickly as well. Well, once I started really putting myself to it, I went through it pretty quickly. It's a great powder. I do really love it. I wish they didn't discontinue it because you cannot get it anymore, but it was a really good powder. And then the very last item, this is one of my Burt's Bees Beeswax Lip Balms, the original. This was part of my use it or lose it. I'm so glad that I got through this, you guys, because I don't think I've ever gone through a full size of these. I can't get it to roll up anymore and it's scraping my lips when I use it now, so I'm gonna call it done. And I'm so happy that I finally got through one of these. It is my favorite and I have a bunch more backups of this, but it's just nice to finally get through a full size. So that is all the products that I have to share with you guys today in this Empties video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you guys have any questions or comments for me, leave those below. And if you're not already a subscriber, please click that subscribe button down below. It would mean so much to me. And have a wonderful day, you guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys. This hair. Oh my God, you guys. This is driving me crazy. Got it. Ugh. Ah! Okay, I got it.